here's a song that gets the team moving and grooving. So let's all rock and roll.
If we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a theater.
I would sing in a theater.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
I'd buy you a band for your theater.
Maybe a nice role for a Chucky.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a new guitar.
A nice large fake guitar.
If we had $1 million, we'd buy our dream.
If we had $1 million,
I'd put in some arcades and a bar.
If we had $1 million,
you could help, it wouldn't be that hard.
If we had $1 million,
maybe we could put another robot in there somewhere.
You know, you'll never find another one like me.
Like a singing crocodile, and there'd be woofs and a talking chicken, and you could help me build them and things.
You do realize I'm an inanimate object that you control with cylinders and air, right?
Yeah. And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a fur coat.
But not a real fur coat, that's true.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you an exotic pet.
Like a white lion or Simba.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you Elvis's remains.
Oh, all them rockin' king bones.
And if we had $1 million, we'd buy our dream.
If we had $1 million,
we wouldn't have to walk to the store.
If we had $1 million, I think your doctor needs to up your meds more.
If we had $1 million, hey,
you wouldn't have to eat top ramen. What? I don't eat, and you obviously eat more.
Hey buddy, you actually weigh more than me.
Well, duh, I'm a robot. I can't understand why you don't get that.
Look, can we just get this over with? We're still on this song.
Okay, after you.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a green dress.
Don't put me in drag, man, that's cruel.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you all new parts.
Yep, some new valves and some new cylinders.
And if we had $1 million,
if we had $1 million,
we'd get you a mating monkey.
I'm a lion, stop calling me a monkey.
If we had $1 million, we'd buy our dream. If we had $1 million,
if we had $1